In this tutorial, you'll learn to use FlipGrid to create video discussions, to create video responses to teachers' questions, to respond to prompts that a teacher has shared out. You can access FlipGrid on your iPhone or an iPad using the app, or you can go to flipgrid.com on a desktop computer or laptop. Sometimes your teacher will share a link via Google Classroom and you can just click on the link. Or your teacher might share a code. So I'm going to access a sample grid that I've created. And you can see on this grid that my topic is Makerspace tools and activities. And the topic for discussion that I've shared is, what is your favorite Makerspace tool or activity? How have you used it? And here you can see sample responses. I've asked a couple of students and teachers to create responses so that I have a sample to show you. So once you've gotten to this screen, you can certainly listen to the other responses, and when you're ready to respond on your own, you would click this green circle with the plus sign in the center. And you'll find out that FlipGrid is going to walk you through every step. So when the camera comes on, and my camera was already activated, but at times you will be asked to activate your camera or your microphone. Sometimes you might need to adjust. Okay, so I had a lot of glare, so I'm going to move a little bit and perhaps reduce that glare a little. Well, I think I'm just going to take off my glasses because that's what's causing a lot of the glare. So FlipGrid is going to let you take your time finding your location, and then you can read your question. Notice we're on step 1, record your response, and we have 90 seconds. Your teacher can set the amount of time, either 15 seconds or 90 seconds, but your teacher might give you additional requirements. For example, if it's set at 90 seconds, your teacher might say, I'd expect your response to be between 30 and 60 seconds. So that'll give you more information. When you're ready to respond, you would click this red circle with the icon of the movie camera in the center, and you would begin. So notice I get a countdown. And now my timer is ticking down. So this would be the time when you would actually answer the question. In this case, it's about favorite Makerspace activities. For the purposes of this tutorial, I'm just going to continue talking about using FlipGrid. So for whatever length it takes you to create your response, you would speak into the camera. And when you've fully stated your opinion or responded to the question, you would then come down to this area, which now it looks like it's a pause sign. And when you're finished, you would click that symbol. So let's do that now. Okay. Now notice that there's an arrow here. So FlipGrid's going to walk you through every step. On the next screen, it's going to play back what I have already recorded so I can see if it's satisfactory. So when I play it back, it's going to be talking into this tutorial, but I'll move past that screen without us having to listen to the whole thing. So let's go ahead and click, and here we are. And you actually can't really hear the audio right now. Okay, so I'm going to move on. Okay. Um, Again, you could have listened to that whole recording to see if you were satisfied with what you've said, or if you wanted to start over. Now notice on this screen I have the opportunity to take a little selfie. That would be my screenshot that would represent, my response, a still. So again, you can move, you can change position, but whatever you want to do, you pose yourself, and then you're going to, of course, click the camera. So let's make a little hi. And there you have it. I'm going to click the arrow and move on to the last screen. And now we ask you to put your name, and we're going to ask you to just put your first name, and even though it has a portion for last name, just put your first initial. And we will ask for your email address. The email address is important because your teacher will be able to share a response with you. This particular question that I've shared out is a moderated question. You might have noticed that word under the plus sign in the big green circle. And that means that your responses would be sent to the teacher so that the teacher could review them before posting them. So providing an email address allows your teacher to give you feedback, can send you a response. If it's a graded question, can send you a grade. There's space for a title, which sometimes you're not going to need. In this case, I don't see any need to include a title. So the next step would be to click Submit My Video. Now you can see I was successful and the video is now submitted to the teacher for a response. Now if your teacher has shared out this Flipgrid through Google Classroom, there may be other requirements besides simply completing and having Flipgrid send that video to your teacher. But as for the filming of your response and the completing it, you have now finished. And as you can see, Flipgrid really prompts you through the steps and it's quite easy to use. So I'm going to click complete and we are finished. If you have any questions about the use of Flipgrid, ask your school librarian.